You know, we really don't have much reason to get upset at Donald Trump and Musk. What they are actually doing, that I'm sure they have no awareness of, is that they are symbolizing the end to white supremacy. You see, we look at America, those of us who pay attention, from the time that we have studied the recorded history, whether it's crooked or not, we got some information about it. And we got what we have today. This we cannot deny. Yes, we as a nation did some horrible things to people in our efforts to satisfy rich white men, or white men who had money, or white men who wanted to invest and make money at the expense of anybody. We had that to exist. And yet we said we were the best nation on the face of the earth. We said we had the best system. We had the best religious order, faith in God, Christian church. We were better in everything than all other countries on earth. And we were doing the things that we were doing, good and bad. But what the truth gives us today is the baby or man that was birthed through that which we called America. It is right here with Donald Trump, with what Donald Trump is connected to, and how Donald Trump treats this country, and how he's brought people in, and it appears as if Donald Trump can get away with everything he's bold enough to stand up against, because the system is ran by people who, for some strange reason, just aren't willing to protect this country. They're not willing to stand up to their oaths. They're willing to run with their tails between their legs or join the enemy. That's because we haven't had that much talk about the truth. The people of America don't know who they are, especially the black people. And I want to make this clear. White people, there are many of you that are geniuses. And as we make a change in America to take America to its highest heights, you will be welcome, but you're not going to take the leadership of anything. We have watched your leadership. We watched what you put up with and what you have allowed. And so we don't want to put you in a position that you have to stress about stuff like that. With your talents that can be used as far as making this a beautiful, wonderful country to live in, it's welcomed. Welcome, welcome. But as far as the leadership, we're going to leave that to black people. Black people who knows what pain and suffering is like, and who knows about a power that is beyond the power that causes the pain and suffering. It eliminates the pain and suffering. And based upon who we are and where we come from and what we represent, our aim is to eliminate the suffering. I know many people say that every group of people can take care of themselves. They support themselves. The Asians, whether they are Japanese, they just stick with the Japanese, and the Chinese with the Chinese, and Hmong with the Hmongs, and everybody stick with their group. They'll come to America and they'll work together, but black people won't. And they're saying, don't be ashamed to stick with black people. And that sounds good, but that does not eliminate problems. That just take you to a level where you got different problems. And the mission that I speak to you about is not about just changing problems. talking about correcting the thing to eradicate the problems. Telling you the truth, not a partial truth, but telling you the truth that what causes the stuff is this division, thinking that someone's idea is better than another's idea. And they aren't. They really aren't. All you got to do is proclaim your ideas. Even as I tell you this, these are not my ideas. This is the idea from a power that has said that and can prove it. That this, what I'm sharing with you, is the answer to your prayers. It eliminates what you don't want to experience. It causes to happen that which you pray for. It puts you in a position to be and honor that which you are. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you about a change that's absolutely necessary. A change that we as black people have been chosen to do. We have gone through all of the tests, and we have survived the tests. And we are here today, not fit to be governed by anybody, but be led by a spirit of love and compassion that says that what I want, what I need, what I desire is my right. And every man, a woman, a human being have that same right. And that the power that made us, I'm talking to you now, the power that is responsible for our being here knows that, prepared for that, with us having the same desires, basically many of them, the resources given, and we having the ability, once we know the truth, how to exercise and utilize that truth to cause a production of something like heaven on earth. When we have that presented to us, and we think about somebody who wants to close down the schools, when I think about those who want us, who's so angry, so evil, that they want to put people in jail because they wouldn't lie on their behalf. When I see people just trying to cause you as much pain and suffering because they are just that evil. That's what they deserve, and they want to give it to you because they just don't care. They're heartless. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, being as heartless as that won't change anything. It won't change a thing. But we can spend our time changing things. And that has no place to grow. It has no place to grow. So that will change to stay. Or it will go where it's accepted. Go further on to hell because it's not accepted here. So I'm asking you, I'm constantly saying these things to you because I know you do not know about the idea that God has a plan for each of us as human beings. Now, it originally was for all of us, but some of us, for one reason or another, are weak, and we buy into lies. We are easily deceived, and can't nobody brag because every living person on the face of the earth, they living under deception. Many are trying the best they can to overcome, but you cannot overcome without God. And what I'm basically saying is this: the evil will take you straight to hell and has no problem with it. Evil will take you straight to hell and have no problem with it. So when you think about doing the better thing, when you start thinking about doing the right thing, how come you got to take little steps? Why you got to say, well, we'll be a little better than we were yesterday, and then maybe we'll get a little bit. Why can't you, if they'll take you straight to hell, why can't you just go straight to the best you can possibly be? And that's making sure that that which has been provided for, we as human beings get a chance to experience it because we guarantee it to one another in an agreement with the invisible power who has blessed all of this. That by blessing us with all of this, we will live on this earth that you can be proud of us. We won't be lying and cheating. We won't be stealing and killing. We won't be hating and being racist and bigots. No, we will look after one another. We will protect one another. We will do this because we have been given an opportunity to shine like the stars in the midnight sky, where we have chosen what we love doing. Gives us our greatest joy. And as we engage ourselves with the greatest thrill, all we're doing is creating for that reservoir of goods and services which we have determined are essential as far as satisfying and fulfilling our lives. I'm saying, my friends, this is open to you. They are not asking us, they're not asking the system, give us the right to do what we're doing. Trump and his crony. They're just doing it. So we don't have to ask them to go our way. No, we just change our way. And we make agreements amongst ourselves that these are the things that's going to happen. We make agreements, reach out to other people across the globe and share this wonderful message. And it's not just for us. It's for everybody. This is not just America changing. This is where poverty and pain and suffering has been going around all over the globe. It's been to change. It's going to change. And this is part of that change that's taking place today. It's taking place right here. It's taking place in many places across the globe. Right now, the same kinds of things people are talking about. We know who we are. We know what's going on. And we, my friends, got the courage. Why? Because we know who we are. We are children of God. Yes, we have been held in bondage. We've been persecuted and we've been demoralized and we've been killed, murdered like nothing. But we are still children of the Almighty God. And the Almighty God says that what we have been living is unconscionable. But we know that. And we have that vision. We have that desire to live as though we're in heaven. Until we get there. Until we get to heaven, live as though we are in heaven. And ain't no pain and suffering, I heard, in heaven. So I say, no pain and suffering down here. And I'm hoping that you agree with me, because my words alone mean nothing. It has to be married with yours. Whew. I really want this change. What about you? We'll see.